we brought you a story about the company Securitas and how they treated a particular individual. They were, well, racist. We have a massive update. There's a new allegation as well. A few weeks ago, we covered this story of a racial discrimination allegation of security officers at the company. Let's go to the picture. Let's go to a full mass. Another individual has decided to come forward with the story of racial discrimination from Securitas. And I want to give you the original background that led to this update. Here's a video.
You hit me, I'll hurt you.
What you doing? This your job. I work for myself. This your job.
Watch
what you saying.
Watch where you're going.
Watch what you saying. This your job, cuz.
Go. That way.
This your job.
That way. The road's that
way. Make your $18 an hour, bitch. Like, talk about, bro.
Bitch.
Yeah, you a bitch. You a bitch. You a bitch. You tell me what?
That way.
You just call me a Yo, you just call me a
Well, you act like one. Get that way.
Well, they called her the N-word. She says, you call me an effing N-word. They said, well, you act like one. Get the hell off the property. Shaquana Petaway is her name. Now we have another allegation. Put it up full mass again. Ms. Jackson. Ms. Jackson worked for Securitas Company for 5 years and allegedly experienced harassment by her manager, Michelle Koshnick, in the form of racial slurs. She states, quote, during a meeting, my manager stated I am a disrespectful ghetto black N-word. I asked my manager, does she like me? She replied that she had no issue with me, but still stated that I was a ghetto N-word. We were able to secure this photo. Securitas manager, Michelle Koshnick. Ms. Jackson says she complained to HR, only for the internal investigation to be dropped months later with no outcome. We have the copy of that complaint here. A few months later, she says she was taken off the schedule completely without being terminated directly and was barred from the premises in retaliation. Bolo alert provided here. After ceasing to work at that Securitas location, Ms. Jackson walked outside her home to find an offensive, threatening note on her car. Let's put it up. According to the poster, haha, we got this N-word fired and my friend from the sheriff's department is serving her rights. Bye-bye, N-word, end quote. We reached out to Securitas Company for comment on the pattern of racial discrimination the company is, engaged in, allegedly. We also wanted to know specifically about the allegation about Ms. Koshnick, their manager. No one decided to respond. No one wanted to answer. Our research shows that Securitas has a history of alleged racial discrimination from management and has been taken to court over it before in multiple cases. Now, here's one. The plaintiff alleges he was subjected to racial discrimination when around December 2016, a manager for the defendants stated she was going to fire black employees, end quote, before changing the man's position and reducing his rate of pay. The plaintiff additionally alleges that throughout his employment, the same manager terminated and or constructively discharged other black employees in favor of white workers. The man further claims his complaints of human resources went unaddressed. Seems like there's a pattern here, Securitas, in my humble opinion. There needs to be at least an answer from your agency. If you believe that there's malfeasance inside of your agency, say something about it. Root it out. We have on tape people that work for you saying the N-word. We have multiple allegations on the record. we have very little from your management. All right, Jackson, thoughts?
I think this is a good example of how honesty is the best policy and how you carry out your business operations. By that I mean, they were clearly trying to hide these incidents, but it's going to come to light eventually. Instead of actually dealing with them, you pointed out, and last time when I was on the show, we talked about this story, or one of the last times, about how company culture and culture in any type of organization always starts from the head down. And we're looking at examples in different sectors of the department, whether it be security or people in the corporate wing of it. So clearly this is a cultural company problem, and by them trying to hide it, they're just making it look worse. And now we got all the receipts, we got all the evidence. So unless they do some type of a cultural overhaul, then this will continue to be the building reputation around their brand.
Very well said.